Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I want to speak to something that's often misunderstood in the spiritual world and something I also learned myself. Spiritual awakening isn't a destination. It's not out there. It's not something you finally arrive to at some point or someday. It's this moment. It's right here. It's right now. And the moment you stop chasing enlightenment or awakening is really the moment you actually start living it. When I first got into spiritual work or trying to understand this whole awakening thing, I did want to grow. I wanted to awaken or have this sort of experience that people talk about. And it's the same ego that wants kind of success, approval, validation. And what can happen is that people can start to have this ego in spirituality too, where they're after enlightenment. So now they have this spiritual ego of, I'm this person who's chasing enlightenment now. Instead of chasing money or success or fame, they're chasing enlightenment. So they kind of have this identity now around spiritual awakening. It sounds noble. It sounds like something that is a really good thing, a good thing to go after, something very valuable and morally right. But underneath that energy, there's something there that's saying I'm not enough yet, or I'll only be enough when I finally awaken, when I finally heal, when I release my trauma, when I become more intuitive, when I'm more peaceful, and all of those sort of things. It's just the ego in a spiritual costume, really. It's seeking a future version of peace, but peace is only ever right now. What if spiritual awakening is not a goal, but a recognition? Not of something new you become, but what's always been here, beneath the noise. Awakening doesn't mean you never get triggered again, or it doesn't mean that you don't have negative thoughts or whatever, or that your emotions completely disappear. It means there's a growing awareness behind the experience, a stillness that watches, accepts, allows. And that stillness, that you, is awake right now. It's not waiting to awaken, it's awakening. Awakening is presence, not perfection. The more you chase spiritual states like bliss or transcendence or clarity, the more you strengthen really the belief that what is right here is not enough. But the truth is that this moment, just as it is, whether peaceful or messy or whatever it may be, is already complete. It doesn't need to be better. You don't need to be better. Eckhart Tolle, a well-known spiritual teacher, which I refer to almost in every video, says that realize deeply that the present moment is all you will ever have. And that's awakening. It's not this huge experience, not fireworks, not visions, not perfection, just this right now, this moment as it is. I do remember earlier in life when I was really into spirituality, or really into meditating and kind of doing these different modalities and really thinking of myself as this really spiritual person. But it didn't really work. It didn't make me more at peace. It was just adding things on to myself, to my identity. It wasn't actually, I wasn't stripping away anything, but I was adding more things on to be more quote unquote spiritual. And what I've learned is to stop seeking, just sit, experience the moment as it is. And that's where we all need to come to, and that's where we'll feel a sense of peace, because you'll finally just stop trying so hard. And you'll begin to allow the moment as it is. And in that stillness, you'll realize that this is it. It's not a someday, it's a now. So here I want to give you a practice you can use when you kind of catch yourself in this whole spiritual ego thing about chasing awakening. Number 1, pause, just stop what you're doing. Number 2, take one conscious breath, feel it fully. And number 3, ask, what's here now if I don't resist? Notice your body. Notice the space between thoughts. Notice the silence. underneath the noise. That's it. That's presence. That's awakening. It doesn't look like anything, but it feels like peace. Spiritual awakening is not about becoming something or becoming someone. It's about remembering what you already are beneath the stories, the striving, and the self-improvement projects. You don't need to chase it. You just need to notice what's already here. That is spiritual maturity. That is spiritual awakening. That's when you know you're really growing. So next time your mind says, I'll feel peace when, pause and gently remind yourself peace is already here. I just need to return to it. So thank you for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might be stuck in this kind of spiritual chasing cycle. Until next time, be here and just be.